As I record this video right now, it's Friday, June 8th, 1:20 p.m. Eastern time. So I don't know who won game 4, obviously, because it hasn't come on yet. But I'm making this video like the Warriors already won because I'm pretty sure they will. Now, if they didn't, don't bash me. I'm guessing, I'm assuming, but I think they will close it out tonight. Now, for anyone who likes competition, excluding Warriors fans, we're all wondering two things and really hoping for two things. One, who is the team that can actually knock off this Warriors team? We're getting so tired of seeing them dominate the finals every single year. Or two, when is this Warriors dynasty going to end? This team ultimately has 4 all-stars that can all go to another team, make more money, and really add value to any other team. Obviously, Draymond wouldn't be what he is in, Golden State, but he can still be a valuable piece to another, competitive team. So I know people gonna say not Draymond, but yeah, he still is valuable. So when is it going to end? How many years left do we have of domination? We thought they were going to get knocked off in the Western Conference Finals, but Golden State, they got lucky. Chris Paul, he's a point guard who's always hurt. Like I said, he's a car that's always in the shop. So when is it going to end? Well, let's start with their contracts and what they're actually saying. Literally about 18 hours ago from me right now, the news broke that Kevin Durant said he's going to re-sign with the Warriors and that he's going nowhere. So for Warriors haters, that's pretty much a bad thing. Now, he's definitely not opting into that player contract for next year because last summer, remember, he took a $10 million pay cut just so the Warriors could re-sign Andre Iguodala. Andre signed a 3-year, $48 million contract or something like that, and that cost, Kevin Durant $10 million. So I'm pretty sure he wants his money now. And Kevin Durant's sacrifice even allowed them to sign, Sean Livingston, another essential piece to that team. This man made his first 13 shots in the NBA Finals. He's a walking mismatch because he's like 6'7" as a point guard. So he's another key piece that Kevin Durant made a sacrifice for. So he's going to want his money. He already made his sacrifice last year. And even in an interview, he said if he keeps taking pay cuts, that's like being taken advantage of, because at the end of the day, the NBA, the NFL, all these businesses, it's a business. So it's get paid now or not get paid later. So he has to utilize his opportunity while he's at his peak. Long story short, with KD, he's going to want a max contract or something close to that. And that's kind of going to take a hit on their salary cap, because you have to take into consideration they're already paying Stephen Curry nearly $40 million a year for the next 4 seasons. So, that's a lot of money. Now, the biggest question mark for this team was and really still is Klay Thompson, the most reliable player on the team. He's really the one that's everyone's hoping and praying he can leave first, because his contract is coming up next season, the end of his contract. Given what he will be offered by other teams, next year he will be extremely underpaid, relatively speaking, of course. He's only making $17 million, and I say only like that's a little bit of money, that's a lot, but compared to people like Chandler Parsons, who's making $23-24 million, he's not even relevant anymore. Yeah, he's pretty underpaid. So if he decides to let his 2019 contract expire, he can possibly make something like $188 million for like the next 5 years, but that will cause their luxury tax bill to be unbelievably high, like historically high, given the fact that they're already going to be paying KD and Steph max contracts. So that wouldn't be ideal for the team. Really, the only way to keep the team together is if he takes like a pay cut around 5 years, $121 million this summer, to avoid possibly losing a piece of that big 4, because everyone can't be a max player. Really, everyone isn't a max player, but everyone can't get paid. You can't have 3 to 4 max contracts. Like, it just doesn't work like that. So somebody's going to have to take a pay cut. KD did it, and Klay Thompson, unfortunately, he's going to have to take a pay cut if they want to keep the group together. But the good part for Warriors fans, he did make a statement before the season basically saying he'll probably be cool with a pay cut since he's making money with endorsements. He said when you're winning, basically everyone gets a piece of the pie, because when you're winning, you get more endorsements, more sponsorships. I mean, how many times do you watch the game and see that big 4 on your TV? Like, you see Klay Thompson with the muscle milk, you see Stephen Curry with the little commercial, the nice guy, hey honey, with the milk and all that stuff. You see Draymond Green with the Warriors Gladiator commercial, KD, he's always on my TV. So they're making money outside of the NBA. So that helps. If he was on a losing team, of course he wouldn't do it, but he has endorsements, so that helps out too. Luckily for the Warriors, it is 2018. It's a lot of endorsements, is other ways to make money, so that helps. And he seems committed and locked in. But that's real easy to say before you start getting those offers. The teams like LA, New York, and other desperate teams that's going to throw these huge contracts on him. But I feel like he's staying, and I feel like Klay Thompson is one of those dudes. He wants to be on the team, so I'm really not too worried about him leaving. Now next is Draymond Green, and what what he would do in 2020. In 2015, after they won a championship, Draymond got a 5-year, $82 million contract, which he definitely deserved right there. But he's definitely due a raise. I mean, you might not like him, you may say he's mouthy, he sucks, but since signing that contract, he's made 3 All-Star teams, won 2 NBA titles if he wins tonight, or if he wins a championship period, and he won a Defensive Player of the Year. So he's definitely due a raise and some dough. That's just how it is. Likely he's gonna want like a $7 or $8 million raise, something like that. But the good part about that is, as soon as Iggy's and Sean Livingston's contracts expires, Draymond Green, his contract will be up. So Iggy, if he wants to, he can take the vet minimum if he wants to stay with the team. He already got paid, so that's the least he can do, take a vet minimum. He'll probably be a little older, a little bit more washed up. So that would allow them to, sign Draymond Green and give him more money. So that's the good part. In my opinion, man, this team is going to be around for a long time, or at least 4 to 5 more seasons if they decide to, because if you look at their ages, Kevin Durant, he's only 29 with no serious injury history. Most of his injuries were like freak accident type of things. And he has a real intermediate style where he can just dominate essentially anywhere. And he lives in the mid-range because he's so tall. So they don't really play bang ball like Dwayne Wade, LeBron, Russell Westbrook, where they're crashing into the ground, stuff like that. They play more finesse, so that allows them to really expand their careers. Steph is only 30, but his 30 is different from a regular player's 30 because he's a sniper. He's not going to forget that shooting stroke. I don't want to say regular stroke because that sounds weird, but he's not going to forget that shooting stroke. He's going to be shooting the ball for a long time, at least 6 to 7 more years if he so choose. Klay Thompson and Draymond, they're both 28. Draymond, he's a utility man, so as long as he keeps his body intact, he can do that for at least 3 to 4 or 5 more years. As long as this team continues to make it more family oriented, where they just like each other, like the Spurs, they're going to be good, because this isn't an egotistic team where they're clashing with each other. Who's the leader? I don't think this team really cares about that. This is not like the Lakers with Kobe and Shaq. You had 2 alphas that wanted to, it's my team, or Russell and KD. Whose team is it? It's like they're just so coherent. They just want to play together and win titles. So I just don't see this team going away for a long time. I'm sorry, Warriors haters. Somebody's gonna have to come and dethrone them. So, that's really the video. I just wanted to, I'm sure that the Warriors won the championship by now, and you're wondering, when is it going to end? I'm so tired. I want basketball back. I'm sorry, man. Unless a team comes and dethrones them, I just don't see it happening. It should have been the Rockets this year, but you got Chris Paul. The card is always in the shop. He got hurt, so it didn't happen. If you're a Warriors hater, I'm sorry. I don't really like this team that much either, but they're winning, and they're probably going to continue to win unless someone dethrones them and builds that team. So we'll see. That's the video. You guys let me know in the comments if I messed up on anything, if you want to talk about something further, elaborate, whatever. Do all that great stuff. Follow my social medias, turn on my post notifications. Do all that great stuff, guys. And until next time, stay tuned, Jay. The NBA will be back soon.